Like many of you in the audience from our batch, I've been living overseas for quite some time. Now I may have changed my passport, but I look Indian, I speak Indian, I dress Indian, or फिर भी दिल है हिंदुस्तानी. But I only have one confusion, which comes often. So when someone asks me, where are you from, or what's your nationality, the confusion signals that go into my head. What the hell do I answer? Invariably, I would say, I'm an Indian, right? But when I have to fill a form, I have to fill a document, and there's a word nationality, I have to be technically correct. So I'm dealing with this small confusion all my life. What I say who I am and what I write who I am are two different things. Now, it may seem, yeah, a big deal. But when you look at the kids, which I'm going to talk about, the confusion they have in their head and the things they go through is a lot bigger than what I'm just sharing with you. Like if you talk to my older daughter, and when she describes herself, she says, I'm Indian by birth, Australian by passport, I'm British at heart, and Turkish and Irish in part. It is something that she has mentioned many times, and this keeps changing. As the countries keep adding, that keeps changing as well. Now, this may seem very fascinating. Wow, this is what we would love to be, and many people in the audience, the youngsters, hey, this is what we would like to be. But I can tell you it comes with its own share of confusions and problems. Right? So I hope what I'm going to talk about now, many of you who have been overseas, you have had your kids overseas, you will associate with that. And the younger students out there who aspire to have global careers, it's a peep into your future, what you might see. So what's a third culture kid? Yeah. It's a term used to refer to children who were raised in a culture which is different from the parents' culture, right? Now, my small kid asked me, why is it called third culture? Why not the second culture, right? And the reason is, the first culture is a culture from your country, which happens to be India in this case, and the second culture is normally the culture where you are residing. And the third culture is an amalgamation of these two cultures. So it's like a khichdi. Right? These two cultures, they get together, and the degree can vary. So no two kids are the same, could be living in the same country outside of India, and you could have a very different way of looking at things. It depends on various factors. Are you in an English-speaking country, or are you in a non-English-speaking country? So if you are living in a US or a UK or Australia, chances are the kids will aspire for the local culture, for the local style. Yeah? They want to be like the Americans. So there's a difference in what they are imbibing. If you are living in a country like Turkey or China, where the native language is not English, you are most probably going to international schools. So what you are imbibing actually is a more international culture. It is not American, it is not British, it's an amalgamation of a lot of cultures that you are seeing. Yeah. Living in a single country versus multi-country. For many of our colleagues who are in the US for the last 25 years, I guess their kids are part Indian, part American. Yeah. But if you live in many countries, what are you? So what are my kids? Are they part Australian? Are they part Turkish? Are they part Irish? I don't know. But they've been imbibing things as we have gone along in different countries. And third, last but not the least, and there are many other factors as well, but I'm just picking up the key ones. The parents' adaptation to the local culture. How Indian are the parents in their outlook? I mean, are you evolving as such or not? Because it's the parents who also cause the confusion in the kids' minds. I mean, if you remain truly and 100% Indian and the kids are moving, the gap is a lot. I mean, someone is talking about, are you listening to your kids? Are they listening to you? If the gap is so much, you can never really listen to each other. So how do you spot a TCK, a third culture kid? And I'm sure people in the audience will associate with that. A simple question like, where are you from? Doesn't have a simple answer. So when my daughter went to school on the first day and the teacher asked, "Where are you from?" She said, "Can you specify the question a bit more?" And teacher didn't know why. "What do you mean specify? Where are you from? Do you want to know my country of origin? Do you want to know my country of passport? Or do you want to know where I came from, my last country?" And they're all three different. Right? Now, we can laugh at it, but this is what is a big confusion in their head. Where am I from? Where do I belong? Right? And these are the third culture kids. And as I was researching for this topic, I actually Googled, and there are a lot of websites on third culture kids. The kids who are very confused who they are. And they actually find they don't associate with a lot of local people in other countries because they are very different from the other kids over there. Their accent can change depending on whom they talk to. They are talking to an American and they can reasonably copy an American accent. They can switch over to a British accent, and they can very nicely mock the parents in the Indian accent as well. They feel odd in ethnic majority. You put these kids back in India with all Indians around them, they don't know this feeling because they've always been a minority wherever they have been. Yeah? They actually thought when my kids were in Ireland, they thought they were very exotic because they were the only Indians in the school. Yeah? So this gives them a very different way of looking at things, and majority for them is something which they don't know how to deal with. You get into a culture shock when you come to your home country. There are all things over here which they see, and they are surprised about that. And this is, guys, when we have raised our kids as Indian kids. Yeah? So don't think I'm trying to say my kids are very westernized or anything. This is just the way they grow up. What's a permanent address? I myself, I'm in the same boat. When I'm filling up a bank form, I was filling up an ICICI form day before. "Sir, what's your permanent address?" "What do you mean, what's a permanent address?" Yeah. I don't have a permanent address. Yeah. My address on my passport is different from my PAN card, is different from my OCI card. It depends where the document was made. So for these kids, they don't have the concept of a permanent address. I did the same thing as Chandu did. Just come to slide 6 or 7. Yeah, that's fine. So what do you call home? What do you call your passport country? They're different things. But these kids know better than anyone else that home is not a place. Home is actually the people in it. Yeah. They're not the ones who are on the same street all their life, but it's the people. It's the people and also the furniture. It's very important. It's the same furniture when they come back home because that's what home for them is. Yeah, it's the same bed, it's the same sofa. They associate more with Halloween than Holi. They associate more with Christmas than a Diwali or a Onam. That's the festivals they are enjoying over there. They know more about Canterbury or Calgary. You ask them, Coimbatore, Cuttack, they don't know. They don't know the number of languages you have in India. They don't know the number of states in India. And you can try and educate them as many number of times, but they are absorbing certain things. They are more fluent in French or Mandarin than they would be in Hindi or Tamil, for example. Yeah. They have their own food habits. They would rather learn the ballet than the Bharatnatyam. We can keep pushing them, but that's where their aspirations are. They will know about the piano. They will be playing the piano. They don't even know what a sarangi or a tanpura is. Who's Kishore Kumar? They're confused, right? But they know Katy Perry. I don't know who she is. But the TCKs have something which I think no school can ever teach. And I think that's something which we need to understand about these kids. They have enhanced social skills. I was brought up on the same street, went to the same school all my 12, 13, 14 years. Didn't have a need to make friends. The friends were the same throughout. They changed their country, they changed their schools, and their social skills are highly enhanced. They're highly developed. They can go and make connections with anyone. I left my daughter in a coffee shop while I went shopping for 10 minutes, came back, and that lady was the best friend she had made in 10 minutes. Adaptability. They know change is the only constant. So anything you throw them into a challenge, and they can adapt to that challenge. Their level of confidence is very high because of the experiences they have gained. They can interact with anyone, they can talk with anyone, and that's something which, all the youngsters over here, you've got to see if you start competing with, the third culture kids outside, this is something you would be competing with. Cultural sensitivity. Like when we grew up, whether you were a North Indian, a South Indian, a Sardar, or a Hindu, or a Muslim, we all grew up together. So we had this social acceptability of all people. We may have mocked each other, but we grew up together, right? Now these kids are growing up with 20, 30, 40 nationalities in their school. So their cultural sensitivity is so high. I mean, the way they accept, whether it's a black person, whether it's an Asian person, whether it's a Chinese, whether it's an American, pretty much equally. And they have very expanded worldview because they have seen that there's more than one way of doing something. Every country has their own culture, they have their own way of doing things. So I think the strengths you gain as a TCK is something no education can give you. So I've been blessed to have 2 TCKs in my life, and I would not have it any other way. And I hope some of you can experience this journey as you go through your global career and your global path. It's great fun to have TCKs in the house. Thank you.